Nike ratings crash, and it's all because of one shocking decision. Aja Wilson over Caitlin Clark? Yep, you heard that right. The basketball world is buzzing, and the backlash is real. Fans are fuming. Analysts are debating.
He's made the choice that they're afraid of being criticized. Like, the fact that she doesn't have a shoe is one of the dumbest marketing decisions in sports history. Like, it wasn't crazy when you watched Caitlin Clark at Iowa for somebody at Nike to get on the phone and be like, hey, we got to have a Caitlin Clark signature drop for her first game in the WNBA. Let's figure out what it looks like.
And the question everyone's asking is, how did Nike miss the mark on this one? With Caitlin Clark exploding onto the scene and Aja Wilson continuing her reign as a league powerhouse, this is more than just a ranking, it's a statement. So what's really behind this controversial pick? Let's break it down and find out why Nike's ratings just took a nosedive.
At the start of this year's WNBA season, it was announced that Caitlin Clark signed a massive endorsement deal with Nike. This deal was for 8 years, $28 million with a signature sneaker included. Now, at the time, a lot of us were so excited about this. Nike is obviously the biggest brand in athletic apparel, and Caitlin seemed to be a perfect fit for the brand. $28 million at the time, while some people, including myself, were saying that this might be a little bit too low because of the superstar that she is, it seemed to be like a fantastic.
Nike's decision to back Aja Wilson, while certainly a choice based on her sustained excellence, fails to recognize the shift that's happening in women's basketball. It's about the future, and Caitlin Clark is the one defining that future.
Right, I didn't hear Caitlin Clark's name. That's why we don't jump for joy when Nike does one good thing. Oh, one good thing. Nike's Nike at the end of it. There's a reason why their stock has been crashing.
Her jersey sales? Off the charts? Social media following? Skyrocketing. The hype around her brand has reached heights we haven't seen in a long time. Meanwhile, Aja Wilson, while still a superstar and beloved by fans, doesn't seem to generate the same kind of frenzy. Her merchandise is popular, but there's a clear difference in the level of demand between the two. So why the snub? With Clark making such an undeniable impact both on and off the court, the choice to side with Aja raises some serious questions about Nike's decision-making process. Is it just a matter of playing it safe with the established star? Or is there something deeper at play here? One thing is for sure, Caitlin Clark is changing the game in ways that can't be ignored. From the moment Caitlin stepped onto the court, her presence was felt. She's breaking records, creating viral moments, and single-handedly boosting attendance to unheard-of levels. But despite all of that, despite Clark's undeniable influence and skyrocketing popularity, Nike shocked fans by choosing Aja Wilson over her in their latest ranking. And what happened after that? The ratings took a serious dive. The backlash was swift and intense. Fans took to social media in full force, demanding answers. How could Nike choose Aja over Caitlin Clark? The question echoed through every corner of the internet as the frustration reached a boiling point. Caitlin Clark's impact this season has been nothing short of explosive. Her record-breaking performances, viral moments, and sheer star power have made her a game-changer. Meanwhile, Aja Wilson, while still an incredible force, didn't spark the same kind of buzz this year, and that left many scratching their heads over Nike's decision. The sheer disconnect between Clark's meteoric rise and Nike's pick had fans questioning whether the brand was truly in tune with the pulse of the game. Was this a missed opportunity to capitalize on the hype surrounding Caitlin Clark? Or a sign that the industry's perception of star power might still be rooted in the old guard? The debate is far from over, but one thing is for sure. Take her Wilson basketball collection, for example. Selling out within hours wasn't a fluke. It was a direct reflection of the incredible demand her brand has generated. What's more, Clark's merchandise isn't just flying off the shelves because it's tied to a popular player. It's because fans want to be a part of her journey. The hype around her isn't something that Nike can afford to ignore, especially when it's clear that she's leading a movement. Her impact is everywhere. Her social media following is skyrocketing, and every game she plays is like a major event, drawing attention from casual sports fans and even those who have never given women's basketball a second thought. The energy she brings to the court, and the way she connects with fans is revolutionizing the WNBA's image. The stands are filled to the brim, with a vibrant mix of old-school supporters and newly converted fans, all there to witness Clark's rise to superstardom. Clark has that rare quality. She makes people feel like they're part of something bigger. Her moments go viral because they resonate with people. Whether it's a buzzer beater or an iconic post-game interview, she's creating memorable moments that linger far beyond the final buzzer. The impact isn't just felt on the court, it's felt in every corner of sports culture. Fans are tuning in because they know they're going to witness history, and that history is being written by Caitlin Clark. It's about the cultural revolution she's sparking. Caitlin Clark is drawing in a new wave of fans, many of whom never even considered tuning into the WNBA before. She's pulling in people from all walks of life, casual sports fans, basketball enthusiasts, and even those who might have dismissed the women's game in the past. Clark is proving that women's basketball can be just as thrilling, dynamic, and powerful as any other sport, and her influence is global. She's showing the world that the WNBA is a force to be reckoned with. For a company like Nike, known for staying ahead of the curve and aligning with the cultural pulse, it's baffling that they haven't fully embraced Clark's seismic influence. Nike is the brand that has always championed athletes who move the needle, who change the game. Caitlin Clark is doing just that, but it's not just on the court. She's changing the game in ways that go far beyond basketball. From her impact on fashion to her role in reshaping the narrative around women's sports, Clark is a cultural movement. Yet for some reason, it feels like Nike is missing the boat. They're backing established stars, but in doing so, they're overlooking the fact that Caitlin Clark is the future. Her marketability, her influence, and her ability to generate a new kind of buzz around the game are unparalleled. Nike's decision to not fully acknowledge her power could very well be the missed opportunity of this generation. A'ja Wilson's legacy in the WNBA is undeniable. She's led the Las Vegas Aces to multiple championships, earned MVP honors, and been a cornerstone for her team's success. Her dominance on the court and leadership are unparalleled. But when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, especially from a marketability and influence standpoint, Caitlin Clark is shifting the game in ways that are hard to ignore, and that's where Nike's decision becomes questionable. While A'ja is an established star who's earned her accolades, Nike seems to be holding on too tightly to the past. There's a significant shift in the WNBA, and it's clear that the future is already here, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it. With her unmatched playing style and ability to connect with a global fan base, Clark is driving more attention to the league than ever before. It's not just her stats, it's the movement she's creating. Nike's defense of their decision, citing A'ja's sustained excellence, is understandable but misses the point. Yes, A'ja's dominance is impressive, but we're entering a new era of basketball, one where impact goes far beyond consistent performance. Caitlin Clark's rise is nothing short of revolutionary. She's not just playing the game, she's transforming it. Her cultural influence, her role in driving new fans to the WNBA, and the energy she brings to every game are things that can't be ignored. So the question is Nike's rating system outdated? Does it fail to account for the broader cultural revolution sparked by players like Caitlin Clark? A'ja Wilson may have led the Aces to a dominant record and earned her place as a cornerstone of the WNBA. But Caitlin Clark's ability to shift the energy of every game, her leadership, and clutch performances set her apart in ways that go beyond basketball. She's not just a player, she's a brand. With her global appeal, massive social media presence, and the ability to turn every game into an event, Caitlin Clark is defining a new era of sports stars. Nike seems to be sticking to traditional norms, clinging to the established stars when the market and the fans are clearly calling for something new, something revolutionary. Is it time for Nike to start looking at the big picture? To realize that while A'ja Wilson may be the established star, Caitlin Clark is rapidly becoming the face of a new era in the WNBA? The future of the league is undeniably bright, and it's players like Clark who are shaping that future, driving growth, visibility, and a whole new generation of fans. Nike, a brand built on innovation and cultural relevance, now faces a critical question. Will they catch up and embrace the wave of change that Clark represents? Or will they continue to cling to the past and miss the mark entirely? As the WNBA evolves, it's clear that the future is already in motion. The question is, will Nike be part of that future, or will they watch from the sidelines as the next generation rises to the top? The clock is ticking. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with the decision? Should Nike have backed Clark, or is Aja Wilson's dominance too hard to ignore? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more in-depth analysis on the world of women's basketball. This conversation is far from over. Stay tuned to Hoops Gold for more on the future of the WNBA and the stars shaping it.